Hey guys, it is me, and I am here with basically our last step of our game process. This is probably the most challenging one, so if you need to go back and rewatch this video and fast forward or rewind, absolutely make sure you're doing that. So we're going to do this step, and then the last video that you'll have will be just kind of finishing touches on the video. So let's figure out what we're doing today. Today, what we're going to do is we're going to add levels to our game. So once you've gotten logged in to Scratch, you are going to come up to this folder. And when you click on it, it's going to show you your videos. Find the one you are working on, and you are going to click See Inside. So right now I have a video game that's working, but I don't have levels on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by making sure that I am clicked on my main character. So don't click on the ones that you're jumping, your main character. And once I click on the main character, to add a level, I'm going to come down to this kind of orangey yellow color that says controls. And I'm going to find this one that says if then. Now, there are a couple of others that say if then. They have other things too, like if then and else. We're only doing if and then. So what we want to happen is if we get to so many points, then we get to a new level. So we're going to go back to our operations, this green button, and you have these here. And what you want to happen is if you get to a certain amount of points, then this is going to happen. So I'm going to take this first one. It's the one that has the blank is greater than 50. Okay. Now, 50 is a lot. That means you have to have your character jump over 50 items before it can go to the next level. For what I'm going to do now is I'm going to change it to 2. I know it's a very small number, but I want to change it to that. So if I can figure out really quickly if it's working or not, I can always go back and change a number to something a little bigger. So we are going to say 2. Now, what we want to happen is if the score gets to 2. So I'm going to go back to variables, and that's where you made this score circle. You're going to take that score and put it right in there. So if the score is greater than 2, we want to go to the next level. So what we need to do is we're sending a message to the game. So after that, we are going to go back to this yellow for events, and we're going to see one that says broadcast message 1. Now, again, there is one that's similar, broadcast message 1 and wait. We don't want it to wait in the game. We want to get level to 2 items, and then we change to the next level. Now, right now, it's going to say message 1. What does that mean? It doesn't mean anything to us. So we're going to click on that and click on new message. And we're going to make our message be level 2. So if my score gets to 2, we're going to go to level 2. Now what we're going to do is go to our background. So right now my background is broadcast. The boardwalk. So I have my boardwalk here, but I want to add some different backgrounds. So I'm going to come here to the search, and I'm going to pick some out that again makes sense for my character. Since I'm using the crab, I'm going to click on the beach. I know it changes it there. Don't worry, we'll come back to it. And I think I'm actually going to try and make my game at least 3 levels. You can really do as many as you want. I'm going to come here to search, and I'm going to do the beach Rio. Now, what I want my game to start in is the boardwalk. So I'm going to click back on the boardwalk. Now, once I've got that, what I want my game to do is when my game starts, I want to start at the boardwalk. So I'm going to go to events and add the green flag. When the green flag is pushed and my game starts, I want to start at the boardwalk. So I'm going to go to looks. I'm going to put switch backdrop, and it already says boardwalk. Just making sure that's there. That works for me. So now what I want to do is tell it when it gets the message of level 2 to change the backdrop. So I'm going to come back over here to my events, and I'm going to find one that says when I receive. So I bring it over here, and it's going to be separate from the other blocks in this. It says, when I receive level 2. So those are your choices. And we only have one choice right now, level 2. When I receive the message of level 2, I'm going to come here to the purple and I'm going to switch my backdrop. Now, right now they both say boardwalk. So when I click here, I can find one of the ones that I picked. There's other ones here as well, but I'm going to stick to what I have. So I'm going to do Malibu. And now we're going to test it. Okay. So right now, when I start the game, I should start on the boardwalk. If I get 2 points, we're going to go to the beach, Malibu. So let's see. Oop. And you can see I kind of need to work on just getting my game together. There we go. And we saw it switch levels because I got here 3 points. So we know that's working. Now, let's say I'm going to go in and I'm going to add a third level to my game. So I'm going to go back to the main character. And just like we did before, I'm going to go to controls, if, and then I'm going to put it down below. We're going to go to the green operations, take that same one in that says blank is greater than 50. Now what we're going to do here is we need to be more than 2 points to go to level 3. I'm going to do 4 just for now. And then we're going to go to our variables where we made the score. So now if my score is greater than 4, then it will broadcast a level. So we're going to have to go broadcast. We go to the yellows, broadcast, and right now it says level 2, but I don't want this one to be level 2. I want it to be level 3. So I click where it says level 2 here. I'm going to do new message, level 3, and I push OK. So once I have that, then I can go back to my background, and we're going to add another of when I receive. So I'm going to say when I receive, but this time instead of level 2, we're going to change it to level 3. Then we go to looks, the purple ones. I'm going to switch my background. So we have boardwalk, we have the Malibu beach, and I wanted to do Beach Rio now. So let's see if I can play my game correctly. See if it's working. Oh, and sometimes you have to figure out your own game too. Oh, I'm getting there. Hold on, guys. Having a moment. Almost there. Sorry, guys. Oh my, yeah, and there we go. So I've got my third level there. Now again, you can go in and add and change as many levels as you want. Now, one thing I would suggest to do, now that I know that my levels work, I'm going to go back to my main character, and where it says score greater than 2, I'm going to change that number because again, 2 is a pretty small number. I might change it to like 5 or 10. I'm going to do 5 for mine. And then I'm going to change the second one to 10. Okay, so making it a little more difficult to get to that second level. You can see now it is changing when I get there. Now, again, you could keep going, adding levels to that. So that's how you guys will add a level. Now, one thing you'll want to do is if you haven't done it yet, make sure that you save, which is right up here. It's always good to save your project, so it's there if you need it for the next time. And there's also this orange button here. I'm not going to click it now because this is my practice one. I'm not quite done yet, but I want you to push share. That just means that I can get to your project. I can see what you're working on. All right. So keep going there. You guys have done a pretty good job. I'll see you guys next time. We'll just finish up our game. Adios.